Now, in the clip that you just saw, the VP referenced the Diamond Princess cruise ship, which is where my next guest contracted the coronavirus. Joining me now is Carl Golman. He was a passenger on that ship and is now under quarantine at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Carl, how are you feeling, my dear? My goodness. Sorry about what you've been through. How do you feel?
Thanks, Laura. It's been a bit of an ordeal, but I feel fine. This virus for me was pretty light, about equal to a very, very mild cold. And today I'm feeling fine. Unfortunately, I'm still testing positive, and so I'm going to be stuck here for a while longer.
I have a question. How many times do you have to test negative in order to be released from quarantine?
We have testing done 3 days in a row, and they test with a swab that goes deep up into each nostril and one down the throat. So they have to come up positive. I have to come up negative in all 3 of those 3 days in a row. They've gotten real high tech out here. This is actually, Omaha is one of the top centers in the country, set up by the CDC during the anthrax scare. So everything's high tech. I was in the biocontainment area for about 10 days when I first got here, which is like a scene out of the Andromeda Strain. And now I moved, and where I am right now is in a much lower tech area, quarantine. What's funny is I get my results, everything's high tech, but here's my results coming on a Post-it note.
Oh, a Post-it note. But you compare the disease, and you were in pretty good health when you contracted it, correct?
Right. I compare it to a mild cold. I would have been at work if I wasn't contagious. I would have been at work the next day after a 24-hour stretch. I had the same symptoms most people seem to be getting, of feeling fine, and then the normal temperature zooms up. In my case, I was already on the plane back to America, slept for a couple hours, and woke up with a 103+ fever. They put me in a quarantine area there, ended up landing at Travis Air Force Base, staying on the plane, and they brought me, along with my wife, to Omaha.
Is it true that... I'm sorry, I have to ask this. Is it true that your family is receiving death threats? Is that true?
Yeah, it's really sad. So we're getting death threats. My wife, who finally got released here 2 days ago, returned to run our radio station. We're on the local radio station in Santa Clarita, California. Yes, we've been getting death threats. We've been getting hate mail. One of our traveling companions is in a hospital in Salt Lake City. He's getting death threats. Authorities have had to come in. It's like we've got a plague or we're lepers out there. It's really sad.
Oh my God! I mean, it's unconscionable. I mean, it is absolutely outrageous, and you're complying with what you have to do, and you're isolating, and you're waiting patiently. Obviously, that's what you're supposed to do, and you get repaid for that by getting death threats. Thanks. That's really that's unbelievable. Well, we hope you get out soon, Carl. And we just pray for the rest of our country and the people around the world that health professionals are doing the right thing, and that our government has a strong response. And so far we it could have been a lot worse, but we'll see where it goes. Carl, we'll be tracking you. Thank you very much, my friend. Get better soon.
Thank you, Laura.